Just before dawn on November 14, 1963, the cook of an Icelandic fishing trawler noticed smoke rising from the sea. He woke the captain. They thought a ship was on fire somewhere south of the coast and changed course to help. But as they came closer, the crew realized that nothing was burning on the water. The ocean itself was exploding. Black columns of ash were punching through the waves, hundreds of meters into the sky, and the sea boiled and hissed around the hull. The seafloor was tearing open 130 meters below their keel, and it was building something. Within a single day, where there had been open water, there was black smoking rock standing above the surface. An island was being born in front of human eyes, and Iceland would soon decide that almost no human being would ever be allowed to touch it. Icelanders named the newborn island Surtsey, after Surtur, the fire giant of Norse mythology, who is destined to burn the world at the end of time. The name fit. The eruption did not stop for 3.5 years. Wave after wave of lava poured over the loose ash, welding it into hard rock that the Atlantic could not immediately tear apart. By the time the volcano finally went quiet in June 1967, Surtsey covered almost 3 square kilometers, a brand new piece of Earth sitting in the cold ocean 32 kilometers off the southern coast of Iceland. It was the youngest land on the planet, and it was completely sterile. No plants, no insects, no seeds, no life of any kind. Just steaming black lava and ash. That is exactly what made scientists realize they were holding something priceless. A blank page and a chance to watch how life conquers dead land from zero. In 1965, while the volcano was still erupting, Iceland declared Surtsey a protected reserve and sealed it off. The rules are among the strictest on Earth. No tourists, no journalists, no boats may land. Even most scientists never get permission. Only a small expedition, roughly once a year, is allowed ashore for a few days. Before stepping off the boat, every member is inspected. Clothing is checked for seeds, equipment is cleaned, food is restricted so that not a single crumb carries life that does not belong. There is one small hut on the island and nothing else. No harbor, no path, no fence. The isolation itself is the protection. The goal is brutal in its simplicity. Humans must remain a rounding error. Every plant, every insect, every bird that settles on Surtsey must get there the way nature intended, by wind, by sea, or by wing. Then the colonization began, and scientists wrote down every single step. The first plant, a sea rocket, sprouted in 1965. Its seed had floated in on the waves. Moss arrived by wind 2 years later, lichens after that. Gulls began nesting, and their droppings slowly fertilized the sterile ash, creating pockets of soil where grass could grow. Seals hauled out on the black beaches. Puffins dug burrows into the slopes. Today, more than 70 plant species and 90 bird species have been recorded on land that did not exist when your grandparents were young. And there was one famous intruder. During an inspection, researchers found a tomato plant growing in the middle of the lava field. The investigation concluded that a scientist had relieved himself in the wrong place, and a seed from his meal had sprouted. The plant was carefully destroyed, and the case entered the scientific record as an improperly deposited human contribution. But Surtsey is disappearing. The same ocean that built the island is now taking it back. Winter storms in the North Atlantic carve away the soft ash cliffs year after year. At its birth, Surtsey measured almost 3 square kilometers. Today, less than half of that remains. Geologists calculate that by around the year 2100, the waves will have stripped away everything except the hard lava core, a small black stub standing alone in the ocean. And strangely, that is part of the experiment too. Surtsey is letting science witness the entire life of an island, from its first breath of fire to its slow surrender to the sea. A story that normally plays out across geological ages, compressed into a single human lifetime. The researchers who landed on warm, smoking rock as young students in the 60s have watched their island grow old alongside them. Fewer people set foot on Surtsey in a year than reach the summit of Everest in a single morning. From a boat or from a small plane circling above, anyone is free to look at it. But no one may touch it. That single rule turned a pile of volcanic ash into one of the most valuable laboratories on this planet. A place that showed us how life returned after the ice ages and how it might one day take hold on other worlds. Surtsey was born in fire, it will die by water. And between those two moments, it belongs only to the wind, the birds, and the sea. So here is a question to leave you with. If you were offered 1 week alone on the newest land on Earth, would you take it? Tell me in the comments. And if the places this planet keeps locked away fascinate you, the next story is already waiting for you on this channel.